Okay, now that your funnel's set up, the next step is to get some eyeballs on it. Okay, as many eyeballs as you can, but not just any old eyeballs are going to do. You got to get the right eyeballs, and that's part of what we're going to talk about in this video. And this video is really going to be the start of what will probably be a lot of training that you're going to do on traffic. Okay, I mean, this area is so key to your success that you're going to want to spend a lot of time studying different traffic strategies, and there's a lot of different ways to drive traffic. I will include many of those on this particular website in another section, but I would highly, highly recommend that you do not try to learn all strategies at one time. You will get confused, you will get overwhelmed, and you will probably quit. So especially if you're new to this, pick a strategy that seems like it appeals to you, learn it, one or two strategies at a time, test them out, implement them, and then move on to another strategy. Okay? So before I move on with specific strategies on how to drive traffic, what I want to do in this video is I want to address two of the biggest questions and issues that I see, especially new marketers asking and dealing with when it comes to traffic, so that we can manage your expectations and we can nip those problems in the bud. So the main question that I seem to get from people who are new to online marketing is this. They'll say, okay, well, my pages are all set up. How soon am I going to start getting some leads and sales? And that's like saying, hey, I built a new restaurant. When are people going to come and start eating here? Well, that depends. It depends on a lot of things. Number one, how good's the food at your restaurant? Or in our case, how compelling is your sales funnel? If you've gone through the previous steps, hopefully your funnel's pretty compelling. But then the second aspect of that is, well, how much exposure is your restaurant getting? Okay? How many people are finding your funnel every day? A lot of people come online and they think that setting up a funnel online is like building a store on Fifth Avenue in New York City, and that they're just automatically going to have all this exposure as soon as it goes live. And while the internet is a big place with a lot of people, so is New York City, okay? And there's parts of Manhattan that have a lot of high traffic, but then there's other places that are way off the beaten path. And while it would be really great if your sales funnel was right here at the heart of where all the traffic is, that's not really where your funnel is. Your funnel is more likely here, or maybe even more accurately, it's here. Okay. I mean, if nobody knows where your funnel is, it's basically on the corner of a ghost town. And so maybe you're asking yourself, well, how do I get my funnel here? I want people going by my funnel every single day. Well, the answer is you don't really move your funnel to the busy streets. Instead, what you do is you go to the busy streets and you pass out what I like to call virtual flyers, okay? And so we'll talk about some of these strategies, and essentially this is what driving traffic is. Okay, driving traffic is where you go to the busy places and then you get people to come to your funnel from those busy spots. So where are these busy streets in terms of the internet world, you might be asking? Well, it's essentially anywhere that there's a lot of people and a lot of exposure. So for example, first page of Google would be a lot of traffic. I mean, if you can be number one, number two, or number three on Google, that's a lot of people for your targeted keyword. There's also Facebook, any social network, LinkedIn, other social networks. Obviously, there's YouTube. I mean, I think Google, Facebook, and YouTube, I think, are the three most trafficked websites in the world. You could also look at other popular websites that relate to your niche, and you could put up like a banner on their website. If you're selling, health products, you could put a banner on another website that deals with health and nutrition, and drive traffic to your funnel from that website, since it's already going to have targeted traffic there. Okay, that you could also go to online forums that deal with your targeted niche. There's also newsletters, large newsletters, or what we call e-zines, like digital magazines. You can you could send out a direct response email to those subscribers. A lot of times you can talk to the owner of those lists, and you can pay them to send out what's called a solo advertisement, meaning you're the only ad that they see in that email. So there's a lot of different ways that you can pass out what I call virtual flyers. And like I said, I'm going to have an entire website dedicated to these strategies. But once again, do not try to learn them all. Okay, you will get stuck in learning mode instead of action mode, and that is the worst thing you can do. Okay, get into action mode, learn a step at a time so you don't get overwhelmed, and then just learn as you go. Okay, if you wait for every single light to turn green before you put your foot on the pedal, you're never going to go anywhere. Okay, when you get your first green light, go. And then when you get to the next red light, deal with it, and then wait for it to turn green, learn what you need to learn, and then go on to the next thing. Okay. So when you're ready to start driving traffic, you'll want to head over to that section of the website, pick 1 or 2 strategies, run with it until you get good at it. And then you can pick up another strategy after you've mastered the first one. Okay. Now let's move on to the second mistake. This is a big mistake that I see a lot of new marketers make, and you're going to want to pay close attention to this. And I get people that ask this question. They'll say things like, well, Tyson, I've had like 200 views on my links, and I don't even have a single sign up yet. What is going on? This internet marketing thing is bogus. It doesn't work, right? And this is a great question, okay? And fortunately, it's a very simple answer, okay? It really comes down to the quality of traffic that you're sending to your links. I want you to pay close attention. Let's go back to our restaurant example. Let's say that you've built a steakhouse, okay? And you say, I'm gonna go pass out 1,000 flyers for people to come to my steakhouse. Now, what if you go pass out 1,000 flyers and you hand them all out to vegetarians? How much luck are you going to have getting those people to come to your steakhouse? Okay, you're not going to get a lot of great results if the people that you're targeting are not already looking for what you're offering. It doesn't matter how great your steak is. If you're trying to sell it to somebody who has absolutely no interest in buying it, then you're going to be in trouble. So you have to put your offer, your links in front of people who are already looking for that information. This is why I had you go through the whole avatar, determine who your prospect is in one of the previous videos, okay? For example, if you're promoting the Power Lead System like I am, either as a paid product or if you're just giving away the free lead system as a way to bring in leads for another opportunity that you're in, you're going to want to advertise it to people who are already looking for help with their current business, okay? You can't just go out and expect that any old home business lead or any old advertising is going to cut it. You have to narrow your target market down to people who are struggling, who have pain in their current business, or who want to earn more money, they want to generate more leads, they want to build their businesses faster, and they want to do it all without spending a ton of money. Those are the kind of people that are going to fill out a form on your page, and they're going to become a customer of the system and help you earn commissions, or perhaps even become a lead for you to recruit into another business or sell another product to. So don't just accept or say that the tools don't work for you. They work, okay? We have proof that they work. I'm proof that they work, okay? But you have to remember they're just tools. How well you learn to use those tools and what you do with them is up to you and will ultimately determine your success. I mean, I can sell you a hammer, but it's up to you to learn how to use the hammer, and then it's up to you to determine whether you're going to build a doghouse or whether you're going to build a castle. The Power Lead System, just like any tool, is just that, a tool. So you really have to learn how to get targeted traffic to your site. In fact, that would really sum up the entire strategy of what you should be doing with your traffic in 4 words. Lots of targeted traffic. That's it. Simply find people who are looking for what you have to offer and send as many of those people as you can to your funnel. Okay, and remember, it's all a numbers game. The more targeted eyeballs you get on your funnel on a daily basis, the more success you're going to have. Okay, there's not a lot of guarantees in life, but here's one I can give you without any doubt, with absolute certainty. And that is, if you get 0 eyeballs on your sales funnel, you will make 0 sales. Period. Okay, so just figure out who already wants your product, who wants your service, who needs your opportunity, and get those people to your funnel, and don't worry about everybody else. Okay, and I will teach you traffic strategies on this website that will help you do just that. And by the way, if you're in a network marketing business, I can tell you who you're looking for. I can tell you who your prospect is. You're either looking for people who are interested in your product, or you're looking for business builders. And it's a good idea to target both of them in 2 separate funnels. Okay, it's very simple. And if you're looking for business builders, maybe you're wondering, well, how do I know if somebody wants to build a business? Well, it's simple. They're already building one. If you get somebody who's already building a business, you know that they're interested in building businesses. So find people who are already in a business, and either they're struggling with their current business or they just want another stream of income. And then you ask yourself, what do business builders need? They need leads. So if you can help those people get leads, you now have prospects for your own business. So if you're not already in the Power Lead System, at least as a paid customer, at the very least you should get in for the free Leads for Life system. It doesn't cost you anything, and then you can use the strategies I mentioned above to send targeted traffic to the free lead system, and then those prospects, those people, can then be potential recruits for your current business. There's a whole lot more I can discuss on traffic, but I'll do that in a completely separate section of the website. But before you go over there, you need to finish the last couple of steps. You're almost finished. And honestly, I think these last two things I'm going to teach you have been the ultimate key to my success, and I believe that they will be for you too. So don't skip them. Be sure to go on to the next couple of steps, and let's finish out this training.